Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hexahedron Plays, the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. My name is Kenneth, and today we are going to play, let's see who we need here. I got some Lost completion on our recent streams. Now all we need is Mega Satan on him, as well as Greedier, of course. Keeper also needs some stuff done, but I think we will go for Cain Delirium, since he's the last normal character who needs some regular game completion. Let's see what we can get done today on him. So here we have the cellar one. Definitely my least favorite of the first few floors. We have our item room right off the bat here though, so that's nice. Let's get rid of these little corpse guys. Didn't get a key or anything from that gray champion, unfortunately. Sprinkler, I've learned not to underestimate you after you secured us a Delirium victory not too recently, and you absolutely wrecked Boss Rush as well, surprisingly enough. So we would like to get some tier synergies going to make this even better. I imagine with just base tiers and base fire rate it won't do too much just yet, but it has the potential. Definitely has potential. Let's see here. Get rid of these guys. We have some bombs. We definitely should look for a secret room should we get the opportunity, or something like this, to be honest. I guess we could have checked the top there, or a second secret room, but then we might have missed the stone chests. And I'm sure the stone chest is more likely to have something of use to us in a second secret room. Usually anyways. Could get like Cricket's head or something. Whereas the second secret room probably is just going to contain some watery poop or something like that. This is looking like a pretty likely secret room spot though. I wonder if we can get one of these bomb spiders over towards it in time. Not a fan of this though. Come over this way again. We slightly missed it. Could do it a second time, but it feels like I'm playing with fire. Let's not, on second thought. We'll just use a bomb like a normal person. On situations where we are strapped for bombs, it's not too terrible of an idea to try for something like that. Metemesis, Power Pill, Explosive Diarrhea. Got 2 cents out of it at least. Unfortunately it missed the entrance to the shop, so we can't get there for free just yet. But we probably didn't want to anyway, since we only have 6 cents. Need definitely more than that to make any kind of item work. It's a bit of a shame we used all our bombs for coming to this room, since we can trade a bomb for a bomb and also get 4 pots. Should be coming up on our boss now. So to make Delirium work, we have to go somewhat quickly, since we probably are going to fight Hush to get there. It's not ideal. Like, ideally we'd just do the normal game and the Void Portal would just show up, but we can't always guarantee that. So Hush is the best way to kind of ensure that happens, and I think Sprinkler is not too bad for Hush probably, since we can just plop down in the middle and then we can do our dodges and still do damage without having to get up in his face. We'll throw this down, I guess. Sprinkler will just rotate there, shooting tears for us, occasionally hitting enemies. Definitely want stuff that makes him shoot a wider spread, or like a beam or something, so that he'll be more likely to hit enemies, but even just like this, it's not too terrible. Just some passive damage dealing. We have the Haunt, obviously, as I didn't mention. He is not too difficult, but he's definitely one of the harder bosses if you're just starting the game or something. Just have to be careful for his laser, really, if he's just the normal one. And of course, as I say that, we get hit by it. But that wasn't too bad. We get little Steven, part the way to the conjoined transformation. Not that it's really all that necessary to get in a normal run. Looks like we are going to have to go into the next floor now. I don't think there's any way to get to anything interesting. Well, we could just enter the shop normally, but I'd rather save my key for the next floor. We have our devil deal chance, so we'd rather not get hit here. Ideally, we'd explode that guy on a tinted rock if we can. Let's clear all these enemies and see what we can get done over here with this guy. Come up this way. And totally botched it and lost our devil deal chance. Oh well. Still have 1 in 3 chance, but a lot less likely now. Wow, there's an item in in that pot area. Just a Robo Baby, all things considered. Well, Robo Baby 2.0, who we can control with our tier directions, but not all that strong of a familiar. Handled. I think we'd rather have our current trinket. Interesting. I wonder how this affects our sprinkler, if at all. I'll give it a shot. Why not? You can put it down. I think he just gives us extra tiers. Well, let's not die and immediately lose this. But he does just immediately spawn the tiers into our line here. We honestly might need this trinket for a second. If we had a bomb, we'd be in a less scary position. Give me a heart. Of course, we'll only get those extra tiers with Sprinkler when we use Sprinkler, so try to save him for necessary rooms. You've got to go. As you can see with Tractor Beam, though, the tiers now stay in a line from us always. So it's a little easier to aim in some situations, but also a little harder in others. You can no longer, like, angle our tiers as effectively or anything like that, but gain some other tactical opportunities. This is probably going to get used on that red heart immediately, I'd imagine. Maybe we'll get the quarter again. We got it in a recent video, and that was alright. I won't say it's necessarily a good thing. Why? I don't know, really. I guess it is a good thing. Don't know why my brain decided it wasn't a second there. Who could turn down 25 cents? That's like 2 free items at least. Let's see here. Ah, that reminds me. I did want to say this earlier in the video, so it might be actually worth waiting another episode, but guess we're already here, so may as well. I do think there's going to be some slight format changes in the near future to our Isaac series here. I am considering shifting time over to streaming slightly more, so I may in turn turn one of my 2 series, either Isaac or Slay the Spire, and I am leaning towards Isaac right now, into every other day, just to buy a couple more hours a week to stream with. So just in case this comes out and there's not an episode like the next day, that's why, I suppose. And it may be like that for some time. We will see how things turn out in the future, since don't know for sure yet. We actually did get our devil deal here, though, amazingly enough. Get rid of these guys and pick up both these items. Well, the question is, do we actually want Mom's knife with what we have? Still think the answer might be yes. We aren't going to Mega Satan or anything like that, so we are safe to do so. I imagine... I wonder if Tractor Beam still affects our Sprinkler in that case. It may just stab without us standing around, or it may just put 2 knives on our Tractor Beam for potentially double damage, I hope. That's pretty good if we can get a bomb, since we do need soul hearts now, since we no longer have red HP. We can't get into that curse room at all now either. So may have wanted to do that before we checked our double deal chance. Let's go for 2 trinkets. Then we can take our old trinket with us. The best that card really could have been was like Joker or something. But I think we're fine to do this since we'd want 2 trinkets in the future, I guess. Could always get like Cancer or Curved Horn or something at the same time. That's always great. Or rather than just a single double deal, that could just be Krampus at this point. And in worst case scenario, it's like a Ace of Hearts or something that isn't even useful to us, that card, so... Let's move on through the caves, apparently. Get Curse the Maze. Have to be careful a little bit, since it could teleport us into that curse room walking left and right, which would give us half a heart coming out. Half heart of damage, that is. We can't actually activate this room without a bomb. Get some bomb flies. And a battery we don't know yet. And by battery I mean pill. There also is a battery though. Get telepathy for dummies. If we get bookworm, that's pretty good with our knives. Sure, let's take this. I can see forever. You get... So we did kind of lose out on a key there, since apparently could have just walked in there anyway with that pill. No need to check either of those chests. So I like Cain well enough, I guess. He's not too bad. He does start with slightly less HP, of course, 2 instead of 3. He does have more luck, and luck means more like chests and room drops and stuff, so you have more opportunities for some cool stuff early on, I guess. Spawn a random item from the current room's item pool. Nope, we'll think about that. If we get 7 more cents. So knife is pretty much the same as normal with tractor beam, I'm pretty sure. Since it usually follows you anyway. Pretty much just took it because it's tons of raw damage. Let's try not to die. We did take one of our 2 hits. We're now living the original Lost life. Can't get hit once. Did hear a unlock over here, so let's check out this second secret room. Pretty funny game. Could have been like a single black heart and something. Instead, you just gave us all red hearts. That, I don't actually think it'll help us live at all. I don't think it counts as HP. So we have to just survive as Chubb. We did get 2 knives. Nope, he is shooting knives, not tractor beaming, so that's good. He's now pretty strong. Stem cells, sure. Gets us out of our predicament temporarily. To be honest, I think we'll just go on to the next floor as well, so that we get a second red heart and don't die. Do like when the game spawns us right in front of an item room again. This is a pretty good item against bullet hell enemies, which will fight both Hush and Delirium, but I do like the idea of trying to make Sprinkler work some more. I'll think about it. We can't exactly reroll it without paying money just yet, which I don't know that I want to do. So we'll make that decision before we leave this floor. We did win 2 runs with each recently, so I guess there's no reason to favor one over the other. And I do think the stop item, that hand thing, I don't remember what it's called exactly, even though it probably just said, I do think that'll give us better odds. At the very least against Hush, if not Delirium. Since 90% of the time when you take damage in that fight, it's going to be 2 tears that are just flying their way on towards you. So we got a normal room here that I managed to get hit twice on and lose our double deal chance. pretty standard stuff, I guess. I don't know why I drift up so much, but that's generally how things go occasionally. Let's get rid of these jokers. Ow. Ow again. Oh, we didn't die. Definitely am losing focus, I guess, for some reason. Not what you want to do. Oh, we clearly have to do something here. Let's play you twice. I like your odds better. Just don't die to like a fly or something. Can't really afford to stay here too long. We'll actually blow that up while I wait. And just get a bunch of money again. Did at least pay for your bomb though. Blow this guy up. So much money. Well, we're back in business. That's why it's sometimes worth taking a short break to play arcades. Even if it is a bit time consuming at times. Give us that item. Thank you. So we got Skitol and a part way to Lord of the Flies now. That could give us flight. We do need to see a couple more fly items for that to happen though. And I guess I am slightly mistaken because if we aim down, see how our mom knife just changes trajectory immediately. So it looks like tractor beam does have some effect with it. Just didn't notice until just then. I still don't know how useful that effect is actually going to be. I'd probably prefer it to be normal. But, sure. Let's get rid of these guys. We get tons of money in this room, potentially. And Yera, which we will definitely hold to, like... Well, I guess we're not going to the chest if we're going the Hush Delirium route. Always forget that. And this solves our spacebar item problem. I've never actually used it, so I'm interested to see what that looks like. We should get enough money here. I did accidentally blow up the donation machine, which I didn't quite want to, but sure. Empress or Yera? Well, we probably won't need Empress. In all likelihood, let's go get our other spacebar item. I don't know what button you have to press at all to swap them, or if it's like a different button. And wow, not going to talk about that damage. We'll probably clear out this bottom again as well, that we kind of skipped over here. Alright, give me telekinesis. Looks like it is the trinket change button, so that should be fine. Did accidentally lose our cosmetic skins there a second by bumping into that one. I meant to just blow it up. Let's see what's here. Probably just a dead end. Or not. Curse of the Maze I do think adds a couple of extra rooms to each floor. Yeah, we'll take a free bomb with our golden bombs for us. Blackheart? Are you kidding? It's a great trade in our situation. So definitely was worth going that way. Let's just not walk into spikes again on our way back. I guess for normal rooms we should be using telekinesis. In that case, be careful in this room. And continue towards our boss. We've not seen any of our secret rooms, nor did I really look there where they could be. So you probably did just walk by it, which is fine. Don't need to go to every single one of them. Yep, I'll check these guys for sure. Just some average consumables. Cricket's head. Nope, no cricket's head. I tried. Apparently didn't try hard enough in this room, though. Get out of here, wall spiders. Especially ones that make creep. Honestly, probably like the brimstone ones more than I like the creep ones. 'Cause at least you'll usually remember that a brimstone laser is coming at you, but you sometimes just forget creeps on the floor. Especially with just like on that fight there's sometimes random colors on the floor anyway, like that purple stuff. Get some more pills. I'm excited. Pretty bad. Explosive diarrhea could be some free bombs, but I probably will just leave it and forget about it, which is fine. We totally wrecked the last boss, I didn't mention. Didn't even get a chance to use either of our spacer items, which is pretty ideal. Should just wreck most enemies up until the next couple floors anyways. 6 damage, Mom's Knife could be better, but it is still pretty strong as you can see. Get out of your invisible guy. Let's check this, probably a secret room. And it's Greed, who gives us Steam Sale. That's actually really great, especially if we're going to Hush. If we can get some money going and such. Yeah, I have a little bit. That's at least 2 items now. Not sure what we even want from the shop at this point, though. We already get Black Candle, which is pretty great. Sure, we'll take Mom's Perfume. And became Yes Mother. We now have another knife sticking out of our butt. Let's, hope we never have to resort to using that one, just because it's pretty finicky to use. Especially with our regular Mom's Knife anyway. That probably should have been damage on our part. Definitely shouldn't have stood where I was standing. And definitely shouldn't have stood on spikes there at the end. They all died. So we could technically get that cent for free, but as I've said previously, kind of finicky to go diagonally on a controller. On PC though, I definitely would recommend going, this is PC. If you're on keyboard and mouse, I guess I should say, then definitely go for that. And also, I don't actually think you use the mouse in Isaac, so I guess it's just keyboard. Now we're gonna fight War, who hopefully will give us a Meat Boy or something. And by hopefully, I mean probably definitely will. Unless the game like horribly glitches out, which I kind of doubt will happen. There's our orbital. I do welcome that going into Hush and Delirium. Now from this we want Lump of Coal, obviously, since we already have 2 great spacer items. Which we did get. Game being kind of kind this game. This run, I should say. With Steam Sale, Lump of Coal, Skatole. Not bad. In our shop, we get a chance to get an HP up if we want, which I don't think we'll take, so we'll just take 3 cent Soul Heart and move on. This lets us create a vein portal, like Portal from Portal, in like 2 rooms, and go freely through them. Lets you make portals like out of the mom boss fight, boss rush, etc. But I don't think we'll need. Also lets you save some HP, I guess, on curse rooms. Let's see what these pills are. Health up. Great. Amnesia. Not great. I can see Forever kind of makes up for that somewhat, at least, since we can still go to our item rooms. There really is no business us taking damage against bullets with telekinesis, but just keep forgetting to use it. You can just pretty much spam it, too. It's this way. Get some greed heads. They like to steal your money if you get hit by their bullets, which I do not recommend. I don't know why, I definitely feel like I'm taking a more introductory approach this episode, like more so than I usually do. But sure, if that's the mood I'm in today. Next thing I'll be saying is something like, these are pennies, and they each give you 1 cent, which you can use to spend in shops. Who would have thought? We get a little chubby. Had his older brother in a previous run who worked well against Delirium and such. He's alright though on his own. Honestly, I think we'll just not look for the item room if we don't come across it, because I don't like not having a map. And I'm lazy. We do only have like 7 minutes to get the Hush too. Maybe we should get a move on? I would say so. I mean, if we don't, we still have a couple chances at getting Delirium, which I think with Mom's knife we have pretty good odds. We could make a Meat Boy here, but I think I'd rather have the HP for now. I'll even buy this red heart, even though we'll probably get a red heart somewhere along the line. You know what? I take it back. Let's make some Meat Boys. I'm gonna stop at 3. At 3, he's already going to track for us. We'll go one more. I'll risk it. This could be a mistake, I will admit that. But I'm all about risk strats. So along with Sprinkler now, we have another way of passively dealing damage. She's not too bad. Does more damage at level 4 than level 3. We could have used it once more and got another orbital back again, but we're fine. That is right, we did already see our item room. What was in it again? Let's double check. Oh, it was little chubby. Guess I forgot that immediately. That's how highly I regard this item then, I guess. So this is striking me as a boss path. Let's continue on forward. We did get Humbling Bundle, that's real good. Doubles all consumable drops. Well, not soul hearts or anything like that, even though I wish it did, but regular ones, of course. Range down, we're not going to take that for no reason. Power Pill could be more helpful in the near future than the era, but I think we'll just forget that. Probably are just not going to use our Sprinkler again. This is Blue Mom, likes to spawn enemies rather than step on us, but it looks like she didn't really do that this fight, for whatever reason. I did save a heart for a devil deal, to be honest. Which, Gimpy, I'd really like both, but I don't think we can afford to take both. Take Gimpy. Let me see, if I use... Let's see, where's WASD on my keyboard here? It's a little dark in this room right now. I don't think we can. Just press them and they didn't move me, so just gonna try my hardest to not take damage, which we did anyway. So now we definitely can't take Rotten Baby. But that is fine. We do have permanent Polaroid invincibility now, which is the other reason I got rid of most of our health. We probably won't take a health up should we see it again. Get a speed up though, that's alright. 2 is the max, so we are at 1.9 now. We may end up missing Hush if we're not careful here. Did not expect to take as long as I did, and holy cow, probably should have taken damage there. We can shoot our Mom's Knife diagonally normally, but I'm not realizing with Tractor Beam that doesn't seem possible, unfortunately. Are going to try and look for Soul Hearts again to get out of this predicament, or we die in 3 hits. That was a bit scary. Like, not just the bomb, the fact that some tears came out afterwards. That was a pretty effective Tractor Beam there, if I do say so myself. Gotta open these for Soul Hearts, which we did get, fortunately. 2 of them, in fact. Probably about average from what you can expect from 3 red chests, and sometimes you can get 2 from a single chest anyway. Another half heart. Sure. Not through there, just fine. I guess technically these poops could give us a soul heart, but I don't think we have the time to spare. Can you get him, Meat Boy? I guess we did it ourselves in time. Definitely hope this is the way of the boss, though, or we are in trouble on time. It was not, but they're pretty tempting to blow up, so I will take a second. Holy cow. That's what Humbling Bundle will give you. Oh, we got a soul heart out of it. It was almost worth it. I say almost because it doesn't actually give us any more hits since we're still at a weird interval. Oh, we're taking damage there. Impy helping us out though, which is what I hoped for when taking it. Amnesia. We did put down our Diera, didn't we? Can we afford to go back for it? With 2.5 minutes to go through a floor and a half. I think if we are going to have to go to the chest, then we'll come back for it. Unless I left it on the last floor. Did I leave it in the last floor? Or something? I'm not seeing it on our map. Could be in that very first room, which I think is definitely too far to travel in that case. Oh, that's my bad. That's probably a secret room below us too. But just to try and get through next floor in 2 minutes, I will rush through these rooms. Even if it means leaving those bombs behind. Whoops. Got hit by Skolex. Please die. I'll take damage on you if it means getting to our goal. I don't think we can afford anything here. Brimstone though. I can afford Brimstone. Can't stop me. So our sprinkler's really good now. But we are worse off on HP than we were moments ago. Even our regular shot's real good. As you see, we shoot tons of knives now. So we gotta go fast. Real fast. Oh, we got our Yara back. Game believes in us. Either that or it's telling us that we are going to chest. I'll choose to believe it believes in us, though. I believe in the game that believes in me. Maybe. Something like that. As long as we get to... Okay, this has got to be the boss. Or we'll just accidentally open everything else when trying to throw that bomb down. Oh my god, the wrong way still. So, we're looking pretty bad here. Pretty bad on time. Can't even afford to finish rooms like this normally. Pretty much have to save Sprinkler for Hush now since we won't get another charge most likely. Can't check that. Well, I don't know if you believed, and I took way too much damage doing it, but we at least got here. And are probably going to finish it in time, and also get hit again. We definitely need HP on the Hush shop or something now. Do we Yara here? I have the keys for it. I guess that's fine. It's because we probably, to be honest, I don't think we're gonna make it to the chest. We're probably gonna die here. Well, we are going to Delirium next anyway, as I said previously. Oh, we get an extra use out of Sprinkler. We made Hush work as lost, so theoretically with 3 HP we're fine. And we have more than 3 HP, so we should be even more fine. Let's get +5 range and leave a trail of blood creep. Let's go for Spun, Poison Touch. Also, we'll try for Black Market, I think. Can't remember if it's true or not, but I've heard you have better odds of getting a Black Market here on the Blue Womb than on a normal floor. Could just be a rumor, though. Since the last few times I definitely have not gotten it. It's our last bomb, and nothing. Any more bombs in here? It does look like there is not. So let's donate some money before we probably die. And there was like a ton of bombs there, so I guess we will finish off that room. We do have a couple more pills too that we could check. Oh. Are you gonna make me a believer? Guess when I said black market I did mean crawl space, but not the greatest. Just got our bombs back from all that checking. Even if we make it through this fight, though, we do have to fight Delirium. get stuck behind the donation machine, let it donate itself for a little while here. It's as much as we can give it, apparently. So we're just gonna get on in there. We did forget to check our pills. And let our sprinkler do as it pleases for a little while. Once again, did not get I am drowsy for any of these fights. One day I will make it happen and it will be glorious, because then we don't have to ever dodge. Let's switch back to our telekinesis. Still have to dodge somewhat, but less hard, I guess. Do have to remember to keep shooting too. Pretty easy to forget. Though it kind of feels like we're doing the same damage regardless of whether we shoot or not, because of Hush's armor, which is always unfortunate to deal with. But yeah, telekinesis, doing work. Don't know why we're getting so many red hearts. Definitely seems a bit overkill. Hush not the greatest spot for a sprinkler currently. Not a fan of where we're choosing to stand for this Continuum Tiers sequence. If you could not, I'd greatly appreciate that, Hush. Hopefully we'll get him into laser territory soon, since I'd much rather run away from those than figure out these dodges. Oh, we did get hit there finally. Should be out of range here? Maybe? And we still got hit. Oh, let's get in there. Let's death that wave of Hush enemies. There's lasers, as I did ask for, so I guess I can't complain. We can't exactly telekinesis Hush Tiers. Okay, you gotta go, like now, before this Polaroid runs out. Oops. Totally ran to that guy. Which, now that I think about it, we should run into enemies when our Polaroid triggers, because we could get black hearts out of it. Up onto the void floor with 2 soul hearts. Not looking very likely that we defeat Delirium with this, to be honest. I'm not a believer yet. Just with how much damage we took on Hush. If that's Hierophant, I'll have slightly higher belief. Get the Hermit. So if we run into Delirium, we can Hermit out and we'll know where he is. To finish off all the other bosses. I wonder if we take HP if we see any at this point. I think Polaroid's probably going to be more valuable. Super Meat Boy still just chilling with us. Let's go for up, I guess. Continue as far as that goes. I feel like if we get Magician or something, we might be slightly more set too, since our knives tend to miss, and so do sprinklers, it seems. There was a secret tinted rock in that last room. I noticed that last second. Let's go back for that. We have perfume from quite a while ago that occasionally fears enemies, as you saw right there. There's our tinted rock. Another soul heart. Slowly building back up. Maybe we have a shot. Do have a tendency to sandbag after getting this far, but with how bad my dodges can sometimes be like that in the most inopportune situations, I kind of am uncertain still. That half heart does equal an extra hit for us though, in that last room a couple rooms ago. Any tinted rocks here? Does not look like it, so to this secret room now, I think. That is not a secret room. Oh well, definitely can't be down there, since rocks are in the way. I suppose I would explain secret rooms one of these episodes, but it is a bit complicated. or someone who's never heard of the rules before. And I have kind of had like hundreds of hours at practicing at spotting them. It isn't really a visual tell, but it's more of a map-based thing, is what I guess I'll say on that topic. But we'll still take Hermit and Teach Room. We'll have that power pill for afterwards. Haven't seen Mr. Fred for a while. Not too tough of a womb enemy. Did manage to get hit on him regardless. Well, I guess I would really like to carry around this for a little while. We'll come back for our... To be honest, we should come back for Sprinkler rather than Telekinesis, since we're going to use that more often, hopefully, if I remember. Which I haven't really done so far. Okay. If we ever get hit, we do need to remember to run into enemies. So on a regular room like this. Did forget someone like the boss and stuff. Thanks to good old Poison Touch. It doesn't do much damage, but it will give us a chance at Black Hearts. As I've already said. Teleport you to the item room. Another teleport card, which we don't need that at all. Let's check this chest. Every chest matters, I guess. Stop shooting so we don't mess up this one. Get Blue Baby. Get out of our way, Blue Baby. Oh. Did get hit, but he paid us back thanks to poison. These are definitely not duplicatable, I don't think. I like them to duplicate just like a damage up or something, to be honest, if we see it. Unless it's like a really good HP up item, which could happen. We definitely want to try and use it on a boss room too, since we get 2 items thanks to the item that lets us see 2 items in boss rooms. I currently forget its name. Book of Revelations. Oh, that's got to be picked up and used a couple times, I'm sure. We'll carry... Whoops, I just used the wrong item, didn't I? I guess that's worth noting for Backpack in the future, that when you swap to a new spacebar item, you go back to your second one first. Oh, rip Duplopia. Duplicating Book of Revelations wouldn't have done anything, by the way, since they share the same charge. Duplicates of the same spacebar item. Get a Tinted Rock. And we just walk into an enemy immediately, I suppose. Oh, we're good on HP. Surprisingly, somehow, whether or not I deserve to be, is up to you to decide. Is how my Isaac runs tend to be going, though. I just survive long enough until I find HP to make up for my lack of dodging skills. Which, whatever works, as I've said before. Gotta use your resources to your advantage. Pretend we're Solid Snake or something on a survival mission. Sneaking mission, I guess. Scavenge for soul hearts. Same way we do ammo or something. Let's see. This guy's going down pretty easily. Oh, that's right, we have car battery too. It's car battery revelation. Real good. You can't already tell. I don't know why I put a second bomb down. It was pretty clear the first one is totally missed. Our bombs aren't really useful since we don't have any bomb items, but it is best not to waste them. I would like Dry Baby to get onto. This is a lot of this void left. It's probably bottom left if I had to say. Never mind, it's a small room. I'm looking at it now. And I don't want to live in a world where a small room Delirium exists, so imagine that is not Delirium. Not to give the devs any ideas on that small room Delirium thing. And up to 99 cents, so if we ever get money equals power, or at least set on getting maximum amount of damage from that, we can see our secret room. So I will consider that on the way back. Still gotta check all these chests. Get another secret room card. I guess I'd rather carry that than the Hermit, since we are almost assuredly going to walk into Delirium in one of these rooms. I don't know if I can reliably make telekinesis work on this build, since I've been failing at it so far. So I am tempted to take Book of Revelations into the Delirium fight for extra 2 hits instead. I don't think we can get more uses out of it other than the first charge, though. Since I don't think we have anything that drops batteries mid-fight. No, thank you. I like cards. Another war. Second time fighting him this run. Get damage in black hearts or damage range in Tearite. It is a waste of black hearts, but I will take it. As we just walk into a TNT barrel, I suppose. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're using this now. I was tempted to leave ceremonial robes on the ground for that exact reason. Like, I'm sure we'll take 3 hits at some point, right? What is this? Duplicates your bombs, sure. Don't believe this can be Delirium. It might be able to be, though. Let's check this un-ID'd pill. If it hurts us, I will be very slightly angry at you, game. Well, it gave us a tears down. It didn't literally hurt us, but it did figuratively hurt us, damage-wise. Don't think it's as bad with Mom's Knife, though. Another? Man, we would have had Guppy if I didn't accidentally Diplopia earlier. It's one less Guppy item we can see now, too. So we'd have to just get the very last one. I'm pretty sure. And another boss. Well, Delirium is our very last boss, it seems. We will go back momentarily for our other stuff. Should have had telekinesis out there, because I did click it, but we had Book of Revelations out instead. Probably should switch to it after saying that the first time. Wow, we still got hit through telekinesis. I didn't know that was possible. Book of Shadows. Piercing, Spectral Tears, range down, shot speed down. Apparently you shouldn't take that as this. We should get Bookworm, though. It's tempting to take that back. I guess if we won't get a charge no matter what on our Book of Revelations for Delirium fight, we'll just go back immediately for other stuff. Since we will be at full HP then. Oops. Huh? What just happened? What happened to our card that takes us to the secret room? I could have sworn that was what I just used there. Guess we left it back here. Get 5 cents, which you don't need. Get me out of here. Get me over. It's a long walk back to the top right. This was a pretty okay void clear, though. We got our HP back up, which I wasn't sure was going to happen. We can also take a power pill. Luckily, we left that right in front of our item we need to get, otherwise I would have completely forgotten about it. Do we check that second secret room? The best it could really be is a black heart right now and replace one of our soul hearts. I suppose checking for magic mush before going to the boss fight isn't too bad either. If we see any mushrooms on the way back. 3 soul hearts that we don't need. You just need to not get hit in that spike room on the way back too as well. Preferably. Nothing there. Don't need the quarter. At 99 cents and no shops. Definitely a bit excessive to get a quarter at this point. Let's go. Whoops. Darn it. I am now tempted to go all the way back for a soul heart. But I think I will spare the time to not do that. Let's hope this gives us one. And we're probably not going to touch that mimic. Hermit and power pill again. And let's stop delaying the inevitable. Time to go fight our Delirium guy. Definitely don't need that, so I guess Flatworm is fine. I suppose. Definitely don't need Fragmented Moon at this point, though same for Paperclip. More Magic Mush chances. Not lucky enough yet again. Oh, here goes. Don't you Isaac me, Mom. Go step on this thing for once. It'd be nice if we had a punching bag and just like had him stand here the entire time if we had any control over it, of course. Oh, wasn't a fan of that situation, but we got out somehow. Definitely slow on the damage front so far. Who would have thought with Mom's Knife it'd be hard to stay so close to Delirium? Let's blow this guy up. Oh, watch that. Do have a lot of chances for like another soul heart or something to happen. He did just teleport on top of us though, so not ideal. Get out of here. Everything. Literally everything get out of here at this point. For you. Sure. Let's just telekinesis our way to the other side of the map now. Before he gets any ideas. Seems like it's going to be very slow. Did accidentally almost walk into those spiders with telekinesis thinking it was invincibility. Definitely not invincibility, me. Are now out of skulls to blow up. Unfortunately, none of them gave us HP, so now we just have to rely on Gimpy if we get hit more. Which, not even sure what we got hit by there, to be honest. Oh, that was unfortunate. Get out of here. Isaac Delirium. I already didn't know what to call Hush Isaac. And I'll have to think of a name for Delirium Isaac. Oh, we hit our telekinesis in time, but definitely nothing else there. Holy cow, starting to get crazier. Try not to panic, I suppose. I think we definitely needed some kind of homing to make our sprinkler work out super well in any fashion. Because I think he is missing more often than not. I do think we'll make it through though. And that does mean pretty much every time we've made it to Delirium we have won, which is impressive. And I guess makes sense since it's usually a good sign if you can beat like Hush and stuff for beating Delirium. Got an achievement unlocked, silver dollar. So that's going to be all our Deliriums for all our normal characters now. I will have to get, I do believe, Keeper and such. Silver dollar has appeared in the basement. let's take a quick look before we end this episode on what we need to do next. We have Greedier for everyone, the Lost needs Mega Satan, and Keeper needs a couple of things. But then we are pretty much done with post-it notes. So, I think that'll be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Do consider giving a like or dislike so you know where things stand. And see you next time, which may, as previously stated, be like every other day from now on. See you next time.